right before I started this video, it's so crazy how quickly, I just don't feel good. So frustrating. So frustrating. It's right before I started this video, they're talking about people hating you. Yeah, I know. People dislike me. I'm well aware of that. I can feel that. Goes without saying. People dislike me for a lot of different reasons. If you ask them, they'll probably fill the cup with a lot of them. But they won't come talk to me about it. So I don't worry my mind with it. It's one of those things. I would say a lot of them dislike me because they know what they partaked in. They know what their actions were. They know what their choices were. They know they bit the apple. They bit the apple. They took the bait. For whatever reasons, And I hate that. I'm saddened for that. Quite frankly, I'm sad for them. Truly. A lot of people dislike me because I choose to walk in my truth. I choose not to allow the world to make me feel less than what I am. I choose to walk in my own power, my own energy, and not allow the world to conform me and make me feel less than what I am because of people's projections and their deflections and their inability to have true, authentic conversations, but instead do it all in the back, do it all in the sidelines. And it's like when you wake up to that, because we all face these things in our own way, you realize that those types of things, those types of scenarios, those types of actions, those types of interactions are all just an illusion. They're just an illusion created in different ways. They're created by the divine, by God, to help you go in, do some healing, do some work, and figure out why are you allowing these things that are around you that are just projections and deflections bother you, right? You choose to elevate higher than that and understand that if people are choosing to be disappointed or hate or be competitive or carry whatever it is they're carrying on their side, just understand that that is on their side. You don't know the full story. You don't know the full story of what they battled or what they're battling. Especially if they don't want to come and talk to you. You don't know the full story. That was my biggest thing, getting to the other side of understanding. I just don't know the full story. I don't. I know it goes far back. I know there's a lot of pieces. I know there's a lot of players. But I still don't really quite understand the why. I don't. And I don't think I'm ever going to understand the why. And I'm not sure I want to understand the why. I think that's pretty dirty. I think it's pretty dark. And it's just not something I want to know in my heart. And it's one of those things. I know based off the last week and a couple weeks in the interactions, like the last video I posted only got 1 view. Yesterday they were just giving me a run for my money when it comes to posting these things. And it's one of those things. But I can tell you right now, based off the circumstances in my day-to-day operations and the interactions, it's a little peculiar right now. It's a little bit peculiar right now. I'll never understand what causes people to make the choices that they make, and the reality that they're choosing to give away their freedom for free, or maybe for $1 or $2, and just play into the game when life wasn't designed to be a game. But in some cases, some people believe deep within their heart that it has been designed to be played as a game. They believe that. And so a game they shall play. And that's fine. If they want to live life and play the game, then give them space to play the game. You don't have to play in it. You can gracefully remove yourself Be like, I don't know what kind of game you guys are playing, but I'm not going to play it. I'm going to choose to live my life to the best of my abilities. The best of my abilities, based off what God graces me with every day, which is breath in my lungs, a voice to use. And it's one of those things. I mean, it just is. Some people choose to do things with their life that we're never going to understand. We weren't designed to understand them. We were designed to move by example. We were designed to rise above them. We were designed to be raised in a world of hate, but not turn into a vengeful, hateful person. Truthfully. We were designed to turn that hate and that bitterness and that vengefulness and the desire to be right and prove a point and out-talk people and outsmart people. We were designed to turn that around into love and understanding and forgiveness and be like, I don't understand you and you don't understand me. And that's okay. That's okay. But what we have going on right here, this little battle, is not what life was designed to be battled. So because we recognize that, we're going to kindly and gracefully remove ourselves from it and go on and spread goodness into this world and be the example for our children on the everyday basis in the best way that we can. The best way that we can. And that's just the way I see it. And you can agree to disagree, but that's just how I move and operate in my day-to-day. And it helps me. You can't allow people's projections and their deflections get to you, especially if they can't come talk to you. If they can't come talk to you or have a full understanding, half the time people, when they walk into this world and they carry these characteristics, they don't even know why they carry them. But a lot of it stems from insecurities. It stems from childhood traumas. It stems from not feeling adequate in your family. I mean, so many of these people in my past, I know their background of their upbringing and the strong pull and the pressures that their upbringing of their family placed on them. Even these people that are millionaires and billionaires, it's so funny. I just think about their upbringing and how their parents treated them, which created them to be who they are, which is why they're in this world doing the things that they're doing. I know that for a fact. I just think about my ex-boss. Think about my ex-boss. He didn't know no better. That's for dang sure. He was just following in line from his generations. That I can assure you. Same thing with my ex-husband. It's just one of those things. Same thing with Candace when she talked about Trump in that time and him putting a podcaster on. Putting a podcaster on, creating AI. Like you have the president of the United States now taking these angles. It's like you see the full picture of just like, this is what we've succumbed to. And you realize that you are no longer on the same level as these people. You're just not. You're a cut above. You're a cut above. And it's sad. It's very sad, but it's the truth. It's the truth. So you realize when you start walking through this thing called life, what deserves your attention, and things like this do not deserve your attention. If people have projections and deflections of you, it doesn't deserve your attention if they can't come talk to you. Just allow them to keep doing it and live your life. People have stories or narrations in the background, but they have yet to have conversations with you in physical life or do anything in the courts by any means. Then you realize that it's just a false facade and allow them to keep living in it. And it's one of those things. It's one of those things, And so that's kind of how I look at it when it comes to people and they're, hating me or disliking me. I know it. I hate it. But I don't allow it to prevent me from being happy and still spreading love into the world. That's where it stops. It stops when you decide not to take those projections and turn them into your own. Once you turn those projections and those deflections and manipulative tendencies into your own, and then you start pouring that back into the world, that's when you're starting to take that generation, that curse in different ways, and you're pouring it back in negativity. You don't even have to say curse, that negativity. And you're pouring it back into the world and you're allowing it to win. you know?